All right, I'm making a beeline for a blitz that's going on down there. Oh my God, it looks good, it looks good. You know when you see a blitz maybe a kilometer away on the kayak and you're like, it's gonna be over by the time I get there. But you know, you just have to kind of zen. You kind of have to zen a little bit.
Yeah, so as a newbie surf caster, fisherman back in the day, anytime I was lucky enough to find a blitz, you know, my heart would race and I would freak out and start throwing lures kind of indiscriminately into the blitz. But really, what you got to do is control that adrenaline and ask yourself a couple of key questions, right? What fish are blitzing? Bass or bluefish, bass and bluefish, and what are they blitzing on, right? And you just start to get into a kind of information gathering mode. So by the time you get to the blitz, you can start to kind of make the right decisions about what lure to throw and how to make your presentation. Aaron's got a small diamond jig on, and I have a medium-sized tsunami shad. And, you know, we noticed that Aaron catches a couple fish straight away. And so I'm processing that information. And because of that, I will make a switch to an umbrella rig that has tiny little shads on it.
While I can have a hands-free moment. Oh! So switching to a smaller profile bait definitely worked. As you can see, I start to get hits and pick up fish. It's important to note too that I'm not driving my kayak straight over the blitz, but rather fishing the edges of the blitz where the predators really are. In my not too distant Guggen days, I would have tried to ride into the blitz and cast right into the middle of it. But now, instead of doing that, what I'm doing is I am actually casting around it and trolling around the outskirts of the blitz. And my goal here is to make my lure look like the lone idiot that is not getting into the relative safety of the bait ball. Oh yeah. Another thing that I am no longer doing from my Guggen days is basically trying to follow the birds as these bait balls move under them, you know, chased by the bass underneath and marauded by the birds from above. Those bait balls move really, really fast, and I'm on a kayak. I don't have a motor. This trip is like 4 or 5 hours long on the water, and that would just wear me out. Instead of, like, you know, running after these bait balls and running after the birds, I'm simply having faith that there are fish around, right? That there are stragglers between these bait balls. And with that strategy, A, I'm not wearing myself down, and B, I'm catching fish. A bunch of shit, but I bet if I just troll here, I will get another one. So I'm just going to go slow, like I was, and see what happens. Again, Aaron and I are exchanging information every chance we get. I'm telling him what I'm catching on, he's telling me what lure he's catching on, and we're telling each other where different bait balls are, and we decide to meet where some bass are pushing up what we guess are spearing or small bait up against the bank. But it's going to be a challenge to get there because I'll get hit multiple times along the way. All right. Calm down, dude. Calm down, I'm not gonna eat you. Oh, all right. Go. Number 3. Shit. Oh, it's like, oh, I'm not gonna make it over there. See, this is my fluke setup as well, and my fish setup, and all I gotta say is, it's good. Oh, love it. 15-pound braid, a 3,000 reel. You know, a medium heavy action rod, just in case you run into anything beefy or meaty. But I mean, whatever. What's not to love? I mean, yeah. I have a horrendous propensity to hate myself. But just be calculated. Don't be emotional. Easier said than done.
So here I'm giving myself a pep talk, reminding myself that just a few minutes ago, Aaron had jumped out to a 4-0 fish lead, and I was having trouble getting bites, even though there were birds screaming in the sky, and, you know, bait busting on the surface of the water. But by not panicking, not getting frustrated, and just asking myself, what's going on? It seems like they're on small bait. And making those kinds of adjustments, I was able to start catching consistently.
18, 20 inches. I'm not even gonna measure them, you know what?
So I switch it up here and try to jig an Elias shad on a 3/4 ounce jig head. It's really shallow water, so as soon as that shad hits the surface, I start reeling in pretty rapidly. And I think, you know, this is an example of how versatile the 5.5 inch Elias shad is. Like I said, we think the bait on here is spearing, that the bass are gorging on, and the shad is just that medium profile that is kind of like, you know, the Goldilocks size. It could be a big, long spearing, or it could be a small bunker. And in this case, it still gets hit.
This fish is not bad. Oh, he's not bad. Oh, no! Oh, how did he get off?
That's going to happen a couple more times. And what I think is happening is the drag on my reel is actually seizing up a little bit. I accidentally dunked it. It got wet, and you know, I think that was affecting the drag, and the jerky runs of the fish, you know, was causing the hook to pop out of their mouths. The birds aren't really coming through on the video, but you can hear them again because I am now very close to a group of birds, you know, dive bombing bait. But again, I'm not going to run over the Blitz. You know, I mean, even though I'm on a small kayak, you know, as soon as I run over that bait ball, I'm going to discourage A, the bait from rising up to the surface, and B, the bass from attacking. I mean, just think about you walking down the street and then the shadow of a too big plane kind of, you know, passes over you. You know, it gives you a startle.
I got one to play. He missed it.
But, you know, I'm going for a topwater bite here just to kind of try to entertain you guys. But, you know, like I said in the John McMurray video, you know, a topwater bite is going to go farther into the day when it's cloudy and overcast. And that's just not the case here. But I thought maybe with the blitzing birds and the fish all riled up, maybe I thought I could get one, and I do.
Top water! Top water! Please be recording! I have no idea. Oh, yeah. Oh, oh fuck. Oh, tactics. Ooh, I just got touched. Ooh. Oh, I keep getting hit, but they're not. Oh, yeah. Yep. So last time, I didn't set the hook. So this time I will. And I just did. Oh, I think he's, yeah, so. Last time the fish got away because I think he pulled and then came back at me and the hook popped out. So now I'm gonna be really conscious about trying to, oh, he's fat, he's gorged. Fat schoolie. Oh, he swallowed it. He swallowed it. He's a nicer fish. 25, 26, 23. But you know, who cares? Who cares? He's beautiful. You're beautiful. Oh, and then I get hit. Oh, oh, oh. God damn it. All right, I feel like I'm weeded up.
So notice that as I'm trolling, I am trying to keep the rod in my hand as much as possible. I'm not putting it in the rod holder. And that's because I know there's a lot of fish around, and I'm trying to kind of register how many hits I'm getting. And it also started to get weedy as the tide came in. And as you saw, you know, I could feel that my lure was not behaving properly. And I reeled it in and brushed some weed off it. And I think if you watch like the kayak greats, you know, somebody like Elias, when he trolls, he really tries to have the rod in his hand. That's because he's processing information, right? How many bites is he getting? Is he getting any nibbles, but just missing fish? Is his lure behaving properly? Or is there gunk on it, or is it twisted up in the line? And I think this is another important thing when you're in a blitz situation. You know, always try to get as much information as possible. Now, the several hits and misses is telling me that the day is actually winding down, right? It's been a good blitz. I've gotten a lot of fish, but the sun is getting higher in the sky, and that is when the fish will tend to become a little bit more conservative, less aggressive. All right, thanks for watching, guys. All of the tips and tricks I give about fishing a blitz from your kayak, they'll be found in the description. And anyway, until next time, I hope you guys fish a lot and catch a lot and laugh a lot. All right, take care, guys.